Alright, starting.
This is gonna be a really fun podcast.
Well, the podcast is already starting.
Oh, Jesus fuck, I didn't realize.
Podcast has started. The fuck?
Yes.
This is a podcast, huh?
Well, it appears we are podcasting. Huh.
Welcome everyone to the
What's
first
this-
podcast.
Question. What is this podcast called?
Championship Podcast, Episode 1. The Phantom Voices.
Hold on a second. I didn't agree to wear a mask for this shit.
Don't worry. At least you're not having to see what I'm doing right now.
Daniel, I told you if you keep doing that, you're gonna go blind.
Not true.
He says not true. I've been doing it for years. I'm still seeing.
I know.
Okay, so intro.
We already did the
Introductions?
intro.
Yes. I am Daniel Brunhagen.
He's talking. For all they know, it's just the entertainment podcast, episode 1,
Shit.
Phantom Voices. And it's just three assholes who haven't said their names yet talking.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, welcome everyone. We'll try and get this fixed up better.
Assholes who-
I'm Daniel Brunhagen, and with me is Steven.
Steven, you wanna go first, or should I?
Okay, I do the introductions. Welcome to the podcast. My name is Steven Gomez, aka Playboy. Today we have Daniel Budenhagen, aka the Crispy Leprechaun, aka the German, the blind stick. And then I do not know your name.
Firestar, also known as Caden, which is my first name.
Okay, and we also have Firestar, aka Caden, aka Starfire from Teen Titans.
Yes.
The giant robot flaming skull train thing.
What?
Yes. Have you not seen that art he made?
Oh wait, yeah, he told me he was drawing you like a big flaming robot.
1 second, let me find the art. I'll post it in general chat.
Yeah, he showed, because aren't you guys? Because I'm having to take a 2 weeks hiatus from
Bro play.
because work. Yeah, so you're going to be doing bro play with him, which is a Monday night to early morning show where Daniel and then friends play video games. Unless none of Daniel's friends show up, then it just turns to solo play, in which he plays probably Super Mario Maker, because that's what he fucking does all the time.
Hey, Super Mario Maker ain't that bad.
No, it's not bad until you like get to the people that are playing like.
Super S, get that Japanese level that's impossible.
No, it's not bad until they give you the Kaizo levels.
Yep.
The game is not bad. The people who create levels are fucking assholes.
Well, they're sadistic.
I
Like Ross O'Donovan from the Game Grumps.
technically I have no room to talk because I made really horrible levels that nobody can beat.
God damn it.
Hey,
I'm
so,
not surprised. Wait a second. Daniel made a hard level? No.
Like if I go and grab the Wii U pad, I can probably pull up like how many people have tried and failed. I think I've only had one where 6 people have passed it out of like 600.
Huh?
Yeah, 600 people have tried and only 6 have passed it.
Oh, so it's only a 1 in 100 chance.
Pretty much. But it's mainly because everybody speeds through it and it's just like, you can't speed through this level. You have to take your time with it.
Oh, you're a dick like that? Okay.
I thought you already knew that, though.
I've known it for a while. Hey, someone's on... Oh, that's the YouTube notification for the podcast. Okay.
Yeah.
So, while we're doing this, any topics of discussion besides Bush did 9/11?
fuck,
Did-
man.
Did
Yeah,
you hear the...
This is why we plan stuff.
Yeah. But that's
We're just coming. The plan was, hey, we're supposed to be here at 3. Steven, what happened to you? I had to go get medicine for my mom, and then she wanted food, and I got stuck behind a train, and then I almost got stuck behind a train again, and then I had to deal with the slowest lady ever at the fucking medicine counter who took 20 fucking minutes to grab 4 fucking bottles.
sounds like fun.
No, my only saving grace is that I have my music going.
But yeah, next time, because well, this is just barely the beginning of it, so we'll try and plan it out better and everything. But
Oh, you mean like have topics and shit like that? What?
but there is one thing though, Steven, have you heard because me and you talk about wrestling a lot, right?
Okay.
Have you heard the news about them not doing pyros anymore?
Why?
It's to cut prices. Because WWE is not. Oh, sorry. Because the WWE is not making enough money, so they're cutting pyros.
Really? You mean their venture into trying to get the Indian market to follow them wasn't successful? No shit.
Well, it's not just that, but they're also cutting like several other shows too, like Ride Along and all that. The Ed and Christian.
Really?
Yeah, like all those little exclusive things that they have on the WWE network, they're gonna be going bye-bye soon.
So you're saying that the WWE Network, which was made to show the WWE Universe all their favorite wrestling moments, is going to focus on just wrestling shows?
No, those wrestling shows, they're gonna be going bye-bye. Because they're not getting very many subscribers.
I think when I say wrestling shows, I mean like shows like NXT, 205 Live, Raw, and SmackDown. They're going to focus on those instead of worrying about a table dinner between 3 different superstars and having them talk.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that kind of sucks
But
because you actually heard some interesting stories from that. Because
but
Mark Henry announced that he retired on the recent episode of Table for 3.
yeah. Well, and see, that's the.
He's going to go.
That's why also Talking Smack got moved to only pay-per-views only too.
Yeah, but that's because Vince McMahon's stupid.
No, it's actually been confirmed because of the money budget.
Yeah, but it's also stupid because I actually like the interviews and stuff that happened on Talking Smack and stuff like that.
Well, yeah, because it wasn't scripted. It was just them being them.
Yeah.
Just like whenever you watch like ROH or New Japan, none of that, like some of that stuff that they do, they don't even script it.
Yeah. By the way, I'm hoping from what reports I have heard are true, is that the Broken Universe might be coming to the WWE sooner than we thought.
Oh yeah, because Global Force lost in the copyright fight.
Yeah, and then apparently they lost the fight. So then on this most recent episode of Raw, something awoken inside of Matt and Jeff Hardy. They feel rejuvenated.
I know.
But sorry, can't really comment much on this.
That's fine. That's fine. Because like that's the whole entire thing. Is just like we'll be talking about like certain things that go on, not just through only wrestling, but like through video games and such. We'll, like I said, we'll just try to find all that, and then if anybody's in the chat talking, we can just be like do a quick Q&A before we close everything up for the streams.
Oh, what, the podcast is over already?
No, I'm saying like whenever we get ready to end the podcast, we can just do a quick Q&A with everybody that's in the chat.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. It's just the Phantoms.
No, don't you know? We're the Phantoms.
We're the Phantoms of the Opera.
No.
Can I be the Phantom Menace? So, what games everybody, like if you turn on your Xbox or whatever have you right now, what's the last game you have set to playing?
Forza Motorsport 6.
Speedrunner.
Racing fan.
I was currently playing Speedrunner, so.
I got. If I turn on my Xbox, it'll be Dragon Age Origins. It's my first time actually playing that game. Actually, not that bad.
Dragon Age Origins?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty good game.
I don't know if you know the game, but Slime Rancher is free with gold. It's a pretty cool game.
Yeah.
I already downloaded that.
It looks like a stupid game. It looks like a stupid game.
It looks like it's stupid, but it's not that bad.
Well, see, I haven't got to play it yet, but I've downloaded it, so I'm just like, I'll give it the good old college try here in a bit.
You never even went to college.
Shit, I haven't even got out of high school yet.
Fine.
Jesus. Right, so we got a fucking, a guy, oh fuck. Well, wait. How old are you?
Minor?
Have you touched a boob yet?
I sure as hell wish I had.
Don't worry, it'll eventually happen.
It happened to Daniel too. It'll eventually happen to you.
If I'm lucky. Or if I pay some money.
No, don't pay. That's not the way to go.
I'm joking.
That's not the way to go.
To be honest, the strip club over where we live sucks.
Oh, hell yeah.
The strip clubs in bigger cities are amazing.
Well, yeah, because both me and you worked at the same place, and we saw all the fugly bitches that came in.
Some of them, even though the strippers, some of them are nice. Some of them are very nice looking.
Yes, and then there's the other ones that are absolutely hideous that I wouldn't even touch with a 10-foot pole.
Or the ones that go -1 on the scale.
Those are the ones that we're talking about. Let me just say this: they would be in the category of where I would not let them touch. I would not let your dick touch them. That's in the category of that.
Jesus Christ.
Gay porn successfully destroyed the world.
Must have needed some damn sunglasses. Or something, man. Damn, that sounds bad.
Now I'm just, God. How many years before you can take a drink of beer?
Wouldn't that determine my exact age?
No, it depends on where you live.
How about we say 6 years?
Jesus Christ, you're a young kid.
I'm not that young, come on.
Compared to me, you're young.
Well, compared to both of us, he is young, but there are some people out there that are way younger that have tried to become like moderators or whatever.
Oh shit, you just reminded me of something I saw on Facebook.
What?
There's a clip from the Maury show where like this 20-year-old girl like had a baby.
Yeah.
And she said that the 13-year-old boy that she fucked multiple times was the father.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah, like she was a family friend. She's like, and like they interview the kids, like, yeah, she took my virginity. He said it like that. It's like, dude, this kid's a fucking chip. Either that or it's a bad case of race, because they're black.
Jeez.
But then it's like they ask like, do you want him to be the father? She's like, no. It's like, do you want to be the father? He's like, no. Then they ask his mom, do you want him to be the father? Oh hell no. He still got to go to school. He still has to go to college and all this stuff. It's like, he lost his virginity at 13. He's got a leg up on every student he's going to school with.
Yeah, he's got a fucking leg up, dude. Fucking.
Like, they're going to look at him like he's a god.
And I'll be back real quick. You can continue talking.
But, so, they, like, you know how Maury does it. It's like, in the case of this baby, you are not the father. and then the whole crowd just started cheering and shit. And then instead of the like, you know how the baby mamas in that show, if it's not the father, they got reactions. Like their reaction if it's not the father, it's like they run the backstage crying, holding their head. It's like, oh no, I was for sure. He was the hardest guy that brought this damn show to make sure he was the daddy. It's like, how many people do you fuck in a period of a fucking day that you don't know who the fuck the father is?
Yeah.
Because think about it, it takes about 8 or 9 months in order for a pregnancy to go full term. Right? Or it's closer to 8 now instead of 9.
Even still, you could fucking diagnose it earlier than that.
Yeah, but it's like, okay, who did I fuck with in the last week? A bitch goes through 100 fucking different men in a week. No, fuck that.
That bitch is slut.
That's a mega slut. She fucking used like the crest of fucking sluttiness to fucking mega evolve into that.
Super whore to the
You
rescue.
the queen of sluttiness. GG. Good game.
The queen of sluttiness. Queen
Yeah.
of sluttiness. You see, I'm trying to think of an actor or actress as a slut.
A cunt.
So therefore, I can start making enemies.
Hey, it's always good to make enemies.
Look, here's the way to view it. If you have people that hate on you for doing something that you do and you like to do, it's your job to get 20 more of them by the end of the year, okay?
Shit.
Well, it's like, it's just like a big slut, like Angelina Jolie. What? How many people?
Or Britney Spears' career.
Like, Jennifer Aniston's a big slut.
Yeah. And,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure all the blonde divas except for Trish Stratus were sluts.
all of the Kardashians.
Vince McMahon. Like in the TV storylines, every one of them fucked Vince McMahon.
And everybody's little storylines, everybody fucked everybody.
Nah, everybody hasn't fucked everybody.
Billy Gunn and, what's that other guy's name? Where they were tag teams, they were gay tag team with, Rico. I forgot what the fuck they were called again.
What?
Yeah. There was an actual, like, they played as a gay, couple, and they were a tag team champion with their manager Rico.
I don't know that.
That was that was in the 90s.
Stop this.
Yes, that was the fun time of the Attitude Era.
No, I'm a 2000s.
Oh, trust me. Like, everybody talks about the Attitude Era. There's something from the Attitude Era that WWE doesn't want you to see again.
Yeah. Oh. So, have you guys seen any recent movie trailers recently?
You already know me. Nope. The only one I've actually seen was It.
Okay, well, you're an idiot. What about you, Caden?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. What about you? Seen any recent movie trailers?
I don't really do much of the movie simply because not many of them are that good. Mochi movie.
What is your definition of a good movie? Please elaborate. If you say something dumb like I don't know, like if you say Gamer is the greatest movie of all time, I am going to find you and I'm going to punch you.
I don't really watch that many movies. I go like every one. I go like maybe once a year or something. So I don't really know my favorite movie, but I'm just gonna be generic. Even though I haven't seen it, I'll just say The Godfather. Because now nobody can get mad at me.
Oh yeah.
Which one?
Oh shit. God.
That one you're gonna have to be very careful.
Third?
What did you say?
I might
He
have
said
fucked up.
fire.
I might have fucked up and chose the wrong one.
Yes, you fucked up.
That was
So
the
what's
bad
the
one.
movie of the
It was either the first
The-
or the
the
third, but I
thir-
forgot which was the good and which was the bad.
First and second one are the good one. The third one has no acting.
fucking horrible.
The third one has no acting at all. Like, it is that bad.
Credit, told you guys I didn't see the movies, and I want to. Oh, I have a good example.
That's
Saving
fine.
Private Ryan, Full Metal Jacket, Apocalypse Now. There you go. Redeemed.
Okay, so you like war movies.
Hell yeah, I love war movies.
What about Schindler's List?
Never seen it.
What
It's
about The Diary of Anne Frank?
Never
Bitch
seen
dies
it.
at the end.
They're pretty good. Bless you.
Sorry, I sneezed.
I don't really watch the stuff like that.
So, regarding of the Mario Odyssey. So you guys seen the commercial for Mario Odyssey, right?
Yes.
No.
Definitely.
No?
No.
That shit looks good.
It looks good, but it also puts in that fever dream of like, oh god, Mario can just invade anybody's mind and take over their body for whatever the hell they want.
Seen some video. Do you know 4chan?
Yeah.
Is that for Jackie Chan's?
No.
Oh.
It's
So it's a website.
and whatnot, but there's a lot. Basically, I saw this one thing. If you know what green text stories are, I don't know if you know, Daniel. Probably not. But basically, it was somebody else just like Mario possessed this guy and basically lived his entire life. And on his deathbed, he possessed. Basically, he could live forever. Is the moral of the story because he can keep possessing people and live on. It's just
That
Mario
sounds
know.
living as
creepy.
people's lives.
I know that one theory where
It's pretty
Mario's
suspect
evil.
when you think about it.
Evil Mario.
In Mario Odyssey, he could be anybody and live their entire life, and then just swap to somebody else and live forever.
Including your own father. Just be suspicious
That's
whenever you
a
see.
power to have.
Just be suspicious whenever you see a giant mustache and a red hat on your family member's face.
If I see that, I'd be like, what the fuck?
I can't have that power. 'Cause I would immediately find a woman that I hate, and then I'd make her go work at a strip club and fucking suck dick for $1 for weeks.
No.
That way she
Well, the thing
suck
is
dick
that
for
you
$1 and
would
50 cents.
taste all of that.
Yeah, you would.
No.
No,
You
no,
possess the person.
that's when you switch bodies. Then you fuck the bitch, and then after it's all okay. Here's a prime example. No. Possess the bitch that I hate. See if she has a boyfriend. Then possess the boyfriend. Then find her. Then shove my entire arm up her vagina and just ruin her forever.
Hey,
That's
There
called
you go. That would work.
Caden, that's called fisting. It's something not a lot of women like.
Bitch, I know what the fuck Pornhub is.
You know what Pornhub is?
Yes.
Fucking XXXvideos.com. What you talking about? X videos.
it's just not as bad as Rule 34.
No, fuck your
No.
Rule 34.
No.
Fuck
No.
that shit. We're not
God
going
damn it.
there. We're not going there.
Because
I
Steven
got a
likes the
question,
Vorb.
Daniel. Where the fuck is Jeff?
He said that he was working on a vehicle and said that he would be coming by afterwards. But I told him it's all cool, man. No need to rush. I already told him ahead of time, but
So, how long are we doing this podcast for?
about probably 2 hours.
2 hours.
2 hours. All right. Turn on the video game.
It's a good, decent time frame.
Are we gonna start commentating on a game now?
No, I'm just gonna play. I'm just gonna play a video game that doesn't take a lot of effort out of me, Like, huh.
The funny thing is in the background I'm playing Plague Inc. and the virus that I named it is called Alex
Of course you play
Jones.
Plague Inc.
So now Alex Jones is becoming scary.
I'm also playing a game right now. I think your
What game?
game shows up on stream.
Yeah, that's why I have it as, because I didn't record any footage just to play in the background.
Oh.
So I'm just going on to it. I'm just playing a game that's like no effort.
Eh,
No, you need to play a game that gives you maximum effort, like Deadpool.
yes.
I was thinking about saying something else before we came on, like really being loud as shit, but I decided not to.
Why not? What is this?
Because I was just gonna start coming in. It's like, okay, where's Jeff? Where's my where's my senpai? I need to impress senpai. Where's Jeff?
You mean where's the corn chucker? Where's our local favorite corn chucker? That I always harass him with homosexual things.
Wait, you harass everybody with homosexual memes.
I harass him more than you do. Like I actually threatened to go over to where he lives and actually like ass rape him.
Good
Of course.
fucking god. You're too much of a joke, man.
Like literally.
Well, because he goes and posts
I mean,
like,
you produce fanfiction erotica. Like, come on, dude.
well, he's the one that goes around on like Facebook and he's like, I would really like to just do this because I'm in a really horrible mood, and everybody else is commenting, it's okay, Jeff, it's okay. Well, because he's always
Your mic broke up when you were saying what you do and stuff like that.
well, it's because well, okay,
It's
what?
because you have shitty internet.
Yeah. Well, it's also because I've got the mic connected into not only just Discord but through OBS. So, but
So
but yeah, whenever he like
actually,
usually,
let me actually Now it just reminded me about that. Oh, this might. Daniel, since I can't do it on my phone, do you want to go ahead and tag me, or yeah, tag me in a post of you on Facebook so that way everyone can see it that I'm tagged in it?
of what the good old podcast.
Yeah, for the
Nice.
yeah.
Okay, let me just
I'm just this random fucking guy that decided to show up.
the random man that's
You're just
in
a
the
random.
background.
You're
That's
you're the random fan who actually did shit.
I
I
know.
mean, I try.
The only good like you're the one of the moderators that actually did shit, came into the Discord, helped out with a whole bunch of other shit, and
Like I just show up and I eat food and act like an asshole during the streams. That's my job.
Well, I mean, shit, that's fun.
Like literally, I think that's my job description. Is just show up and be an asshole. It's like, all right.
I mean, hell, that ain't a bad job.
But let's see. Oh, your controller batteries are low. Oh, that's nice
bam.
to know.
All right, sent it. There's your nice little tag.
All right, cool. Where's this thing? Hadouken. Hadouken. Sorry. Like I said, I'm playing Dragon Age. Ooh, this is a nice place. It's very wide. Very big place. I have a feeling a monster's gonna jump out at me
But,
any second playing this game. Okay.
but yeah, whenever Jeff would talk about like something where he's not in a very good mood, right?
That's when you'd rape him.
Well, that's why I go into the comments because everybody else is like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Jeff. Is there anything we can do for you?" And I just come up there like, "Hey, let me slide in your DMs and get into that ass." and I tell him like, I always let him know if I'm going too far, just let me know. And he's like, "No, dude, that's perfectly fine. This is fucking funny. It's making me laugh." So unlike everybody else, where everybody else is like, please stop. No.
It's like,
He's the one that's just like,
I put up with it to a certain point. After you start going too far, I'm like, Daniel, shut the fuck up.
it's okay. You don't know about the secret hand jobs I give you.
I think I would know about if you were giving me hand jobs, you sick fuck. I'm pretty sure I'd be the first to fucking know if you were giving me a fucking hand job.
Are you
Like,
sure
not
about
the
that?
second,
Jesus
not the
Christ.
third, not the last, the first.
Morphine's one hell of a drug, bro.
You're an idiot.
Yeah, but
But there's actually there's some movie trailers that came out recently that I want to see.
which one's that one?
Um, there's a movie coming out called The Foreigner that stars Jackie Chan and Pierce Brosnan. And without giving away too much of the movie, like, have you guys seen the Taken movies before?
Yes.
Okay, so
Well, I've seen the first one,
basically,
not the. I've seen the first one, not the
I've
second
seen
one.
right.
none of
So,
the Taken movies.
okay, well, the whole point of the Taken movie is that
Oh, there goes America
there's
and
this guy
Mexico.
who's there's this guy who was a former like special operative and stuff like that, and then he was retired. Someone kidnapped his daughter, so he went across. He went to Europe to find her and save her and stuff like that. Basically, what the point of the Foreigner is that this guy is like dropping his daughter off, so she could like catch a train station or a bus to go to college or whatever. And basically, it blows up. So basically, Jackie Chan becomes Liam Neeson and goes fucking crazy, killing people and planting bombs and detonating them to find out who killed his daughter.
So a different Jackie Chan movie than what everybody else has seen.
Yeah. And then there's a movie coming out called Death Wish, in which it stars Bruce Willis, and it shows him becoming a savior for Chicago. Like, basically, he becomes a vigilante after his wife is murdered. He's trying to find out who murdered his wife and kill them back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah. Why is it I'm always the movie guy? Like, seriously.
Well, because
I'm always.
didn't I tell you that me and movies don't mix because I just don't like the prices of where they're going at now, and like fucking what like my analogy is like, what's the point of going and paying like a $7 or $8 for a movie and just going in there for just like once when you can just go and wait till it releases on a DVD and you can watch it whenever the hell you want.
Yeah, but I still have DVDs too. Like, I have all the Star Wars. I got almost all the Star Wars movies. Um, I got. I got a lot of movies. Fuck. I also got a lot of. I got some anime shows too. Like, I got the whole series of Trigun. I got the whole series of Devil May Cry. It's not that great of an anime, but it's still fun to watch every once in a while.
Well, yeah, the Devil May
Sometimes
Cry
I
is pretty
get
good.
fucking zoned out.
It's all right.
And then I come back and hear anime. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
He was talking.
that's the whole thing. It's just like we can just talk like from wrestling to games to anime to virtually anything else.
Basically.
It's gonna be really weird when my girlfriend gets back. Let me tell you.
It's gonna get weird whenever Jeff jumps in here and he's gonna start saying his favorite catchphrase.
No, no matter what Jeff thinks he says or not saying, he's gonna say we must begin a third Reich immediately.
Yes,
Educated and stuff. I don't know what he's doing with these other two people.
well educated my ass.
Insert ego inflation here.
Daniel's ego does not need to be inflated any more than it already is.
It's already the fucking Hindenburg. We're just waiting for it to burst and burn to the ground.
You just reminded me of a joke from Jade Empire.
Which one?
The joke where dialogue between Sky and stuff like that, and Sky's like talking and being real happy and stuff, and then Kane says, "If I could harvest all that hot air he's producing, we could run the entire empire for years."
And it's
So
from Frostburt.
that's another thing. It's like the story's just not like the main directive. It's like the interactions your characters have with the other characters in the game. Like the overall arcing story of the Modern Warfare games was pretty good until I'd say like the climax for 3 felt kind of like heh, because they like killed off the character. They killed off Soap. Soap was a badass motherfucker.
Soap was a badass motherfucker.
And then they kill him off. It's like, no, he did it. And then it's like, okay, now you'll play, instead of playing the guy you're playing, you're going to play this Price. And then Price is going to go ahead and kill the guy. At the end, it's like, the fuck?
I forgot which Modern Warfare was it when you get knocked on the ground and have that knife thrown into you and you do that button mashing to get it out and throw it into his eye.
That's two.
Yeah, I thought it was 2. I fucking love that. Modern Warfare 2 is my favorite Modern Warfare, to be honest.
Well, that and everybody else. And apparently I heard that remaster one was garbage.
Well, you're getting Modern Warfare again. There isn't a difference. They added maybe a couple new things, but it's just updated graphics, to be honest.
Yeah.
Hearing a bit of an echo there.
So it's just but a lot of people liked it. It's just the fact that it was bundled with Infinite Warfare.
Yeah.
That was the problem.
Infinite Warfare, actually, the story wasn't that bad. I actually enjoyed the gameplay.
It's not the story. I mean, COD is pretty much almost always good on the story. There's only like maybe 1 or 2 things where I didn't enjoy the story and I thought it was not that good.
Well, see.
But it's the multiplayer that's the problem with Infinite Warfare.
Well, see, because whenever I saw Advanced Warfare and how they were using jetpacks, that was whenever Titanfall came out.
That's basically all the CODs ever since fucking Advanced Warfare.
Well, no, because I saw it like, because I saw it was I saw it where it was like, okay, Titanfall came out, they had this first-person shooter with jetpacks and everything, and there were some people online were saying like,
that's what I mean. It's just like fucking right at the same time, or right after Titanfall, just conveniently the next COD has jetpacks.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, you're just following them.
Making a cash grab.
Well, it's just like the factor like with Sega with Nintendo, where Sega's been trying to like jump ahead or be just like Nintendo, but then they fail.
Yeah, basically.
You just remind me of that dorkly thing from the featuring Sonic the Hedgehog. It shows Sonic laying in bed, then Tails come in. It's like, hey Sonic, what's up? Just another day. So we got great news though. It's like, what's that? Our game just got a 97 on Metacritic. What?
Oh yeah, if Sonic was owned by Nintendo.
Owned by Nintendo, and it's like they don't even have like goofy character, like weird ass characters. It's like, no, your fucking rival is a goofy fucking guy that looks like you except wears fucking purple and orange. And like shows a fucked up image of Sonic saying "wah." Fucking Dorkly makes funny ass shit all the time.
They really do.
Well, yeah.
Speaking about funny shit, Firestar, have you started looking at Team 4-Star plays?
Yeah.
Oh, you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch.
Hey. Let's not get hasty now.
I'm telling you, you need to watch their Fallout 4. You can skip their they did 2 streams because the DLCs were short for Fallout 4. I mean the first 2 DLCs were short for Fallout 4. The DLCs for the Automatron and the Far Harbor, which honestly, let's all agree here because Daniel could probably agree with me too. Far Harbor was one of the shittiest DLCs I've ever seen for a game.
Well, see, I have not played the DLCs yet. I don't even have them yet.
Far Harbor sucks.
I heard that Far Harbor wasn't that good.
Yeah, Far Harbor fucking blows. The only good thing out of Far Harbor was the fact that they introduced new enemies that you can cook for better food things, for better food items. That's it.
Huh.
Maybe a gun. And what was it? The Nuka Cola world wasn't the best, but it wasn't that bad. It's just that I don't like being a raider. That's my thing. I don't like being an evil character.
Well, I do a evil character, then I do a good character, and then I do a character that's like in between.
I'm always a good guy. Like it hurt me playing when I was playing Mass Effect 1 to get I'm still going through Mass Effect 1 to get achievements. It's probably gonna be a while before I go back to it. But it's like there's an achievement in Mass Effect 1 to get 50% to go 50% renegade and also 75% renegade. Like it hurt me inside to do that. Like I did not enjoy being an evil character.
Jeez.
Oh, I got something that would probably bring up a good
Screamed at
question.
everybody angrily. You're quite the pacifist.
Huh?
But
What'd you say?
that you're quite the pacifist.
For somebody
Asshole.
that screams at everybody angrily.
I don't scream at everybody angrily.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty fucking sure.
Jeez, you're screaming now.
I am not screaming. This is my normal tone. If you want me to scream, I'll scream like Nappa. I don't give a fuck. I'll fucking go hard.
Let's go. Show me your.
What? You want me to talk like Nappa? You want me to talk like Nappa? I'll talk like Nappa. Hey, Vegeta. 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 Nappa. Shut up. But Vegeta.
Are we there?
Fine.
Yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Alright.
No. No. Fine. We'll wait for this Goku to show up. 5 minutes later. Is he here yet? No. 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 Is he here? God damn it, Nappa!
That was actually perfectly done. Jesus Christ. You watch it a little bit too much if you can recite that much. Damn.
Well, the thing is that I like Team 4-Star. Like I plan on buying some of their shirts soon. And it's also the fact that I think I have a similar voice percussion to that of the guy who did Nappa's voice and still continues to do voice work for them, which is Takahata 101.
That was pretty damn close.
Yeah, if I do it too much, my fucking throat will be sore. Like you can.
Well,
like,
yeah, it'll fuck up anybody's throat when you're doing something that fucking deep for that long. Even
yeah,
so,
it's like what when was it? Like we were playing oh, it was like after the day before, like I was screaming a lot because people were pissing me off and I was driving and so I was screaming a lot. And then like I was still pissed off from the day before, so I was still screaming at stupid drivers because of my job. And we started playing Majora's Mask, and this was when we couldn't get it to stream to work on YouTube or Twitch, so we were recording it and just uploading the episodes later onto YouTube channel. So there was one point where do you know Majora's Mask at all, Caden, or no?
yes, I do know that game.
Okay, so you know the Happy Mask Salesman?
Yes.
Basically turned him into Nappa. And I was reading out his dialogue at like how Nappa would say it. And the best part of it is that Daniel superimposed a picture of Nappa onto the guy's face.
Oh, that's fucking perfect.
The best thing
so
is it's a
like,
Nappa with glasses on.
Yeah, so the first thing, like when that scene starts up and the dialogue shows up, the first thing you hear is a terrible fate has befallen you. And then it goes from there. You must find the Dragon Balls. I mean the mask. I mean, you know, just find the thing I want.
That's perfect.
And then I'll give you pandas.
The bad thing was
because
that
our life was similar.
the game glitched out on us and we have to start all over again.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, which you were supposed to do after what you were supposed to do, Daniel,
Sorry.
what you were supposed to do was you were supposed to go back and then get us close to where we were at, but you never did.
Yep.
Silence. That's your response?
Silence
I
of
said yep.
drums.
Because he's like, "Yep, I did fuck up. I know. Yep, I fucked up." Basically, what he's saying.
Well, it's just like, whenever you forget to save a game on an RPG, and you're just like, you got really far and you forgot to save, and then you die and you have to start all the way back from that save point. You know how, like,
The worst part is when you get a broken save.
well, that's what well, that's also one category right there, but you know how, like, you have to start all over again, and it pisses you off, and you're like, I don't want to do this again, all over again. I'm already mad. I'm gonna get more mad whenever I play this again.
Right.
That's like the category like I always go in through whenever I have to do that shit. Like even with Fallout, whenever I forget to save and I got into a far point, like a really far area of like the story and
Right.
quest, and I forget to save and I die and I have to go back to my last save, I shut the game. I just go ahead and save again, shut the game off, and leave it alone for a bit because I'm already like pissed off at myself and I'm gonna get mad at the game, so I walk away from it.
I already told you. The last thing that happened to me that pissed me the fuck off. Because I was playing. For a while, I was looking at games for me and Daniel to play, and I was focusing on Xbox 360 titles or the original Xbox titles, because you
Damn.
can play reverse capability
360.
on the Xbox One on the 360, right? You can play those old ass games on there. So what happened was I was playing Scarface: The World Is Yours, which is actually a pretty good game and stuff like that. I actually liked it, but I remember how to play the game. So like, okay, I'm gonna run through this motherfucker real quick, because I know this game. Well, I forgot that in that game, um, the thing that sucks the most is that in order to save the game, you literally have to go launder your money and stuff. Well, my dumbass played for about 5 hours in between laundering money, and then my Xbox 360 froze. So then I was like, okay, I can just turn it back on and load it up, and then it's like, wait, what happened to all the cars I bought and the weapons I bought? And oh, I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna play GTA. That's
Hey,
basically my answer.
Yeah, because
you ever
back.
gotten Red Ring of Death? Red Ring of Death?
I have it. My brother has.
My dad
See,
used to Red Ring of Death all his fucking Xboxes, and then he gave me his, and I've only had like a ring once, and it fixed itself or something. I don't think it was a Ring of Death. I think it was one of the other deals.
Okay, well, there's separate. There's different types. If there's
But
just
yeah, I
one
know.
ring, like if it was just a single ring out of the four rings, um, that means that you didn't have your stuff connected correctly.
I know that. I just forgot. I forgot which one it was, but I know it was more than one and two, so it might have been a four or a
If the red ring of death that everyone was scared of
three.
is the three rings.
Yeah, because that's hardware failure.
Yeah, that's the one where your graphics card fucked up and you can either send it to Xbox and get it back 3 weeks later, or you can
Buy a new one.
buy a new one. But there's also that trick that you could basically like microwave your Xbox into working again.
Yeah, I don't think that's good for any of the components
It's
inside.
not it's not good, but it works.
I mean, it'll work, but it's probably going to deal some damage.
Yeah, it's what my brother did. Like he fucking grabbed, like he's like, oh, I don't know how to fix this, and I really wanted to play Halo. It's like, you fucking scrub lord. Because this was back when I was in the point where I was still heavy on Nintendo. Like I had my Wii, he had his Xbox, so I was happy, you know.
Shit, I got a
And
Wii, a Wii U, Xbox
no,
360,
like
Xbox One.
oh okay, that's yeah. Like all I got now is I got my Xbox One, I got my 360, and I got a DS for both.
Oh, I have I had a well, I have a DS XL and I have a 3DS.
Nice.
See,
Yeah, I just got my
I never
DS
had a
just for
DS,
fun.
so
Well, suck it.
Have you ever
Then
played
I got
Micro Machines?
nope.
I doubt
Like
it.
I said, I only had the DS for I only had DS for Pokemon.
Oh, jeez.
I like Pokemon, okay?
and the last Pokemon game I
That's good.
played was Ruby and Sapphire.
The last one I played was Omega um, Omega Sapphire? Alpha Sapphire? I don't know, something
I
weird like
played
that.
fucking Pokemon, I think Black version, and that's about it.
Yeah. Well, apparently those are the worst games too, according to a lot of people's like Black and White like suck.
Yeah, it's not that good.
Apparently it's too fucking easy. Apparently it's what a lot of people said. And trust me, this is coming from a guy who used to play in the first generations, where you would save before you went after a legendary bird Pokemon,
Oh
because
yeah,
you know if you fucked up, yeah. Like
yeah,
this is
I
the
know.
time where where it's like, okay, I got a bunch of Great Balls and Ultra Balls. I want to catch me a legendary Pokemon. That's it. That's my mission for today. I'm going to catch me Zapdos, or I'm going to catch me Articuno, or I'm going to catch me Moltres.
Well, hell, I
I'm
still
going
got
to
the
get a
blue.
legendary Pokemon.
You already know I still got Pokemon Blue, so
Yeah, the oldest game I got technically is Pokemon Yellow, but I have that loaded onto my DS.
see, and I have the actual physical copy. So yeah.
Yeah, Pokemon Yellow makes you feel overpowered real quick.
Well, yeah, because you get all
The only
3
thing is,
starters.
yeah, but you can't collect. Technically, you can't collect all 3 starters until after you hit the Lieutenant Surge's town. That's when you get the last starter.
Well, yeah,
Because you get both Charmander and Bulbasaur in Cerulean City.
yeah.
And by the way, if you get Fire Red version, now there's like no penalty for picking fucking uh Charmander for your starter Pokemon.
Really.
What do you mean there's no
Okay, so like for the originals, okay, you know how Charmander was the worst choice for a starter because you'd have to deal with 2 gyms I was weak against in the very beginning.
well, yeah, but you get Charizard, which is the best Pokemon as
Yeah,
confirmed by the
yeah,
I
animation.
know, but
which
when you're starting off, it's
which
like, oh, there's nothing I have that'll defeat Brock.
yeah, your best bet to defeat Brock is to just level the fuck out of your Charmander, get into maybe evolving Charizard before you
Or
first take on
get
Brock.
other Pokemon other than one Pokemon like you're supposed to do.
Well, yeah,
No,
but
I know that, but
whenever you're playing the
but like
original,
like I'm saying the
Yeah.
original, like Butterfree didn't learn Confusion off the bat.
Yeah,
and
Like
and see the
that's a little bit. Yeah, Charizard is a little bit, not in the best.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like the most recent one, the Leaf Green and Fire Red, Charmander learns fucking Metal Claw, a Steel type move that just annihilates ground and rock type Pokemon.
well, yeah,
Well,
and
I mean, it
the,
makes sense. At least it's not like fucking Dragonite not being a dragon. You know. Or
Yeah,
well, yeah. It's like what the fuck.
but like I'm saying, like the generations nowadays have the games a lot easier than the very first generations.
well,
That's the
yeah,
whole point I'm making.
because you know you know which is the most powerful non-legendary Pokemon in the originals, right?
Yeah, Dragonite and Gyarados.
No, Alakazam.
Yeah, but oh sorry. I'm thinking of the poor points perspective where I don't have a bunch of friends to help me get whatever Pokemon I needed.
Friends? I'm talking about like
Yeah.
I had 2 Game Boys and I had Pokemon Red and Blue, and I just grabbed
Yeah,
both
you
Game Boys
rich
and
ass
connected.
white boy. You rich ass
Ri
white boy.
Rich. The first Game Boy I got was a hand-me-down, and then the other one I had to mow lawns to get the color. You're
Yeah,
talking to
rich ass
somebody.
white boy. Fucking,
You're
fucking.
talking
Oh, I had 2 Game Boys. Guess what? That original 150, easy as shit to do.
original
Fuck
150.
you. Fuck you.
No.
Because like my brother hated my guts. So we would never trade Pokemon. We would just battle because we didn't want the other person to have an advantage over the other one. We could have easily completed the Pokedex, but me and him were like, no, no, my Pokemon, I raised my Pokemon better than you did. It's like, no, I raised my Pokemon better than you did. It's like, well, let's battle, bitch. It's like, all right, let's battle.
The one thing whenever Pokemon Stadium came out, and I did, and EJ hates this, and he'll still say that he hates this to this day of what I've done to him on Pokemon Red and Blue.
So
I
how'd you cheat the game?
Okay, on Pokemon Stadium you can move your Pokemon with that adapter to a PC that's like on the actual Pokemon Stadium game. So basically, you can have all your Pokemon saved right there, including the legendaries, and you can bring them back in and send them to a PC on your actual game copy.
Yep, you're a dick.
So what I ended up doing, because Snorlax was a normal type,
Bastard.
and normal types could learn like almost any move, I basically had nothing but 6 Snorlaxes on my Pokemon team, and each one of them had different elemental attacks, but all of them knew rest, so that way they could heal.
Jesus fucking Christ, what is wrong with
Like
you?
I said, Daniel's a dick.
So,
Gaming.
so he had,
If he can find a way to make it cheap and easy, he's gonna fucking make it cheap and easy.
well, it's just like, fucking, what was it? He always managed to get Mew and Mewtwo, right? And I could never get Mew, but I always get Mewtwo. And then
That's because he probably.
whenever I finally managed to get Mew, though, Mew, for me, what I had to work Mew all the way back from like level 1, I think.
Right.
Work him up.
Oh, you just reminded me of a time that I got pissed off the most in my life when I was a kid.
Go on.
Oh, with Pokemon.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah,
So,
knock a fucker out?
I got in trouble with my dad, which I didn't really give a fuck at the time either. But what happened was that my Pokemon game like fucked up on me to the point where it wouldn't save, and I had like one of the original versions. Like this is like this was either red or blue, you know.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't save. It's like, oh fuck. And so I called Nintendo and they said, "Well, go ahead and send us in and we'll go ahead and fix it and send you back." And since you said you were which person did you say you beat? And I said, "Oh, I beat it's like I beat Lieutenant Surge and then I went to save it and then it started fucking up." It's like, so now it's not even at Lieutenant Surge. It's like, no, they like deleted the file completely. Like it says I'm barely starting the game. It's like, okay, well, we'll go ahead and put you past Lieutenant Surge and let you start you off in that town. It's like, okay. So I did that, and then like a week later, because I guess I had someone else play it, I got the game back. I was like, okay, let's see what starter they gave me. I had all 3 starters. They gave me all 3 starters. I was like, dude, are you serious? Oh, I want to see what's the closest I can get a complete Pokedex now, you know? So they gave me all 3 stars, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this is awesome. And then like my dad came and picked me up for the summer, and I took my Game Boy with me, went to Colorado, and they're like, oh, can I play a Pokemon game? It's like, no. And then my dad said, just give it to them, and let them and then let them play it. It's like, okay, but don't save over it. Okay, don't save over it at all. I'm like, okay, fucking. As soon as it's like, here, I'm done. They fucking saved on it. They fucking saved, and there was no way I can get back to 3 stars or anything. I literally sent in the game to have it worked on for 2 fucking weeks, and they gave me 3 starters for my inconvenience, and then a fucking 5-year-old shit-stained motherfucker went ahead and fucking wrote over my goddamn save, and I lost all 3 starter Pokemon. Like, what the fuck?
G fucking G.
And that's like, it's okay. You can go get the other Pokemon. And it's like, what do you mean? He's like, you can get the Pokemon again, can't you? He's like, oh, you want me to go get the Pokemon again? He's like, yeah, just go catch them again. It's like, okay, go give me another Game Boy, another copy of the game. He's like, I'm not doing that. It's like, then shut up. Leave me alone. Take me home. A couple weeks later, we left. Then I got pink eye on the way home. I don't know how I got pink eye. That was fucking weird. Like I got literally I woke up and it's like, you know how Fester was in the Addams Family?
Yeah.
How he had those like, you know, the Addams Family at all, Caden?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Somewhat. Okay. All right. You know that the cousin that they had that came in and tried to rob him? How he had the dark circles underneath his eyes?
I think maybe.
He had like those people. He had like those purple circles underneath his eyes.
Again, I wouldn't know and I would not know. It's been a while.
Okay. Well, anyway, like one of my eyes went completely purple, like I got like if someone punched me, gave me a black eye, and then my other eye went completely purple while I was on the way there. By the time I got home, both my eyes were purple, and then I fell asleep because I was like tired the entire time for some reason. But I fell asleep. We got home, like before I went to sleep, like my eyes were clearing up. The next day, I could not open my eyes to save my life. Went to the doctor and I got pink eye. It's like, how the fuck did I get pink eye? It's like, cause no one farted in my face. I remember washing my hands after I took shits. So ain't no way in hell someone's giving me pink eye like that. So it's like, I don't fucking know.
Well, it's not that. It's someone else having pink eye. Them putting their hand, wiping their eyes, putting their hands on something. You putting your hand on that and wiping your eyes. That's
Yeah,
how you get pink eye.
Well, that's given with
yeah.
anything.
Well, it's like, yeah. Well, the thing that like, this one of those weird things that no one else got pink eye during that travel. So it was probably just some random motherfucker in Colorado just randomly spraying pink eye around to fucking people.
Jeez.
That's a crime. Like that is literally like the definition of like fucking bioterrorism.
Just like the guy that
Well, he's not
poked his
killing his own
fingers.
organisms, though.
Well, it's just like the
That's
story about
wrong.
it's about like the story about the guy that sticks
Oh
a
yeah, I
needle
told
into
you
his
about that
finger.
story.
Yeah, sticks a finger,
Oh, I didn't know.
sticks a needle into his finger and bleeds out of it into ketchups at McDonald's, and he got caught because he had AIDS. So because he had AIDS, he wanted everybody else to suffer through it.
Yeah, there was another guy similar to that, except he had HIV, and he knowingly like intentionally like he when he would like go out with girls, like he'd say, "Oh no, baby, I'm clean," and everything like that. And he did that for years until finally like one of the girls like got tested, and then she found out, "Hey, I got HIV," and then she narrowed it down to one guy. And he admitted, like, yeah, I gave you AIDS and HIV, and I also passed it to another 30 or 40 women. He's like, women gave this to me, so I'm just gonna fucking give it to everyone else. It's like, that's some fucked up shit.
Well, I mean,
Who cracked open a beer?
Daniel. I
No,
really
it's
don't
gum.
crack open a beer.
It's gum.
No, that was beer. I heard
What?
the
What?
fucking
No,
crack.
it's
What?
actually a wrapper.
Oh, okay, sure.
The fuck?
I can turn on the cap.
What kind of fucking rappers you have that sound like Coke cans opening or fucking beer cans, but you know,
Tried it.
that's some fucking industrial shit or something.
That was weird as fuck for a second.
Yeah.
Somehow my Xbox thought I was talking to the AI.
Oh, Cortana.
Yeah. That bitch.
Fucking hate Cortana. I don't use it at all because I don't have my Kinect.
Well, you see, I bought a Kinect just for one reason, and that was for the Mass Effect streams, because I used Twitch on my Xbox One to stream. So basically, everyone could see me and stuff. Is the only reason why I did it.
Sweet, La Plaga.
Where am I going for this fucking quest? Oh my god!
Huh.
Oh, Ortang Craig. Like, I don't know
Alright.
where the fuck that is.
But,
Deep Roots.
is there any game that you've completed 100%?
Yeah, Final Fantasy 15. Then it fucked me over. Minecraft. Then it fucked me over.
Minecraft is not that. It's alright. It's only fun to play with friends, to be honest. I don't like playing by myself. It just gets boring.
Well, that person can call me later if they want to. Someone called my phone in the middle of the podcast. My phone started going off.
Jeez.
I like my ringtone. It's just not. It's just so good for a day to remember. Just come on, just say, "I hate this town. It's so messed up."
Everyone's from the boonies.
It's
Where am
also
I
down
going?
near Houston. It's pretty nice around here.
You live down near Houston.
Yeah, Texas. Born and raised.
Where I spend most of my days.
Chilling out, maxing,
Shut up.
relaxing.
Fuck both of you.
Well, fuck you too.
Fuck you! I can be louder than you!
Oh, I mean, I would be loud, but I'm courteous. And I also don't want to get kicked off the stream for making an exceptionally loud noise.
Huh?
Yeah, especially since I'm wearing headphones right now, so that way there's no echo.
Yeah.
Now you're wearing headphones. You did it to yourself.
I always wear headphones.
You did it to yourself. Oh, one thing I will recommend. Team 4-Star does scream sometimes, and they don't catch it good.
Oh shit, I don't care. Fucking, I have played loud ass shit on these beats. I am immune to loud screams.
Ooh, white privilege is shining through bright right now.
I have all the white privilege.
On my Beats headphones, motherfucker.
These are fucking birthday gifts, man. Like, I got this for my birthday.
You know what I got for my birthday?
A cupcake.
Beer?
I'll tell you all the presents I got for my birthday. My friends gave me a bottle of vodka mixed with cognac.
See, I was right. You got beer.
Or
And a
alcohol.
cake.
Vodka. Hey, shit.
What's two?
Someone bought you a cake, man. Free cakes. How can you go wrong with free cakes?
I didn't get to eat, and did I eat any of the cake this time? Or did my family eat it all before I had the chance? Yeah, my family ate it all before I had the chance to eat a piece.
Oh, that's sad. That's really sad.
It happened the past 3 years. Nope, past 4 years, because I was working at Love's too. So, yep. Past 4 years, I have not had a piece of my birthday cake.
Well, since Jeff still hasn't shown up here yet, Do you remember the
Oh,
time?
shit.
What?
Huh?
You remember? What was it? Whenever everybody was trying to fight that one Somalian because he said something, and Jeff went out there to try to break it up, and as soon as he went out there, the guy fell to the floor, and the first things he said was, "Help me, bro!" as he's grabbing Jeff's leg. And the funny thing
No, I
is
don't
that,
remember that.
okay, because there was a fight because the Somalian was talking too much smack with a whole bunch of other people, right?
Okay, you have to be a lot more specific. That happens a lot at Loves.
It was on a Friday night.
Okay? You have to be more specific. That happens a lot at that fucking place.
I can't get any more uh, fucking clear than that right now because all I can
Yeah.
say
Okay.
all I
Yeah,
can say
also,
is that,
think of how much longer I was at Loves after you and after Jeff.
yeah,
Can you realize how long ago that was? That's like almost 4 years ago.
actually I think that might have been before you joined on shift.
Yeah, it might have been before I even started working there.
Yeah. Okay, well, this one dude, and he was a Somalian. He started an argument with a whole bunch of other black people, right? And it was just him. His buddies left him. His buddies just left him there. They ditched him, and he didn't realize this, and he's still over there running his mouth, and everybody's you can tell like everybody's getting hostile. So Jeff goes up there to try and disperse them, and as soon as he gets out, everybody is already pushing and getting ready to pummel this dude, facing. And as Jeff opens the door, dude grabs his leg and goes, "Help me, bro!" And Jeff just turns around, walks in, and goes, "Nope," and just calls the cops.
Yeah, that sounds something Jeff would do.
And all Jeff could do was sit there and laugh. You just see this guy go to the door like he's being attacked by zombies and like, "Help me!"
Yeah, I had the same reaction. Let's see here. So, rid of that. I'm clearing notifications on my phone,
Yeah,
hoping it doesn't disconnect the podcast.
but yeah. What is the game that you've completed 100%?
I already told you.
Somebody else hasn't answered yet either.
Caden,
Yep.
What game have you
Fuck.
completed
I'm
100%?
playing a game. Sorry. What's the quest? What's the prompt? What do you need me to yell at? Steven, you're an asshole. Did I do my job?
No.
no.
It's what game have you played that you've beaten 100%?
100%.
Yeah.
Who's the asshole now? Just call me an asshole out of
Shit. I
nowhere.
don't think I've ever actually done 100%.
You simple bitch!
Well, no. Walking Dead games. But those don't really count because they're, story games. And literally, if you just complete the game, you get all the achievements. There isn't even secret achievements. So,
The Telltale games?
what have I gotten the closest on? Super Mario Bros. 3D World. Or Mario 3D World. That's the closest I've ever gotten to actually having legitimate 100% completion. I did all the levels, collecting all the collectibles, and the only thing that, and getting gold flagpoles with Mario. The only thing I needed to do was get golden flagpoles with Luigi, and I would have completed the game. So yeah, mostly.
So aside from Final Fantasy 15, where they took it away, and Minecraft, where they took it away, Prototype 2, Need for Speed Most Wanted. I'm still working on the original. All I gotta do is beat the game for that. I only need 2 more achievements for Mass Effect 2, 5 more achievements for Mass Effect 3, and like 10 achievements from the original
See
Mass
that in
Effect.
Madagascar.
Well, actually, a lot of them. I wonder how many more achievements I have for Fable, The Lost Chapters.
Jeez, that's a lot of games. I'm not the completionist guy simply because I don't want to spend like hours to do this menial little thing.
Oh, Forza Horizon 2, Fast and Furious. I got both those. One on the Xbox One and one on 360. So I beat that game 2 times for that to get all achievements for that game.
Forza Horizon 2, Forza Horizon 2. Jeez, isn't there a lot of hard achievements?
No, it's the Fast and Furious. It was like a small game.
The Fast and Furious. Yeah, okay, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they added that DLC, which was kind of a mini game? Mark.
Yeah. Yeah. I only need 7 more achievements for Saints Row the Third on 360. Wow, I was that close to getting all the achievements for Far Cry 3 in 360. I didn't realize that.
Huh.
I only need 9 achievements for Far Cry 3. Oh well.
Well,
yeah, 9 achievements for Fable Anniversary.
Let's see.
4 achievements for Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. And like I said before, I only need Need for Speed Most Wanted. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, I picked a bad day to start playing those games.
Yeah, no, I need to probably go grab something to eat. So if you guys could pardon me for about half a second.
Oh yeah, dude.
Alright, so Daniel, I'm looking at the achievements real quick.
Yeah.
The first achievement you unlock on Need for Speed Most Wanted is 10 gamer score. Then the following one's another 10. Then the one after that's 10. Then the one after that's 10. Then it jumps up to 25. Another 25. Another 25. Another 25. Another 25. Another 25. Then it jumps up to 75. Then it jumps up to 85. Then it jumps up to 100. Then it jumps up to 200. And then it jumps up to 350.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's only 15 achievements. Basically, it's just beating the game. That's how you get all achievements for Need for Speed Most Wanted. But I'm looking through all these old games I played. It's like, oh, how many achievements did I get? Like, I had 31 achievements in Assassin's Creed, the original game.
Well, let's see here. The games that I've beaten 100% would be Conker's
I
Bad.
only need 3. God damn it! I only need 3 achievements for Dynasty Warriors Gundam, and I did not know that game before. What is it? Clear original mode using all characters. Shoot down 100,000 enemies. Acquire all skills for at least 1 character. Those are the last 3 achievements I had for that. I got all the achievements for Prototype, all 43. Let's see here. That game sucks so much.
What one?
Wet.
No.
Yeah.
But
Alright, I grabbed a snack.
no, alright.
I've had a snack.
Lucky fucker.
That game's a piece of shit right there. I'm looking through all my old, like, what games are good, which ones aren't.
But yeah,
Mind Jack.
the games I've beaten 100% would be Conker's Bad Fur Day, Banjo-Kazooie, fucking.
Yeah, did you finish Conquer on the stream playthrough?
No, not yet. I'm still gotta go through that. Let's see. I've done Super Mario 64, Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. Like, unlocked all the hidden special stuff.
Damn.
Like, I used to be a completionist. The one game that stopped me from being a completionist was, F-Zero GX, which took me, like, 5 years almost just to beat it.
Alright.
And on that note, what is also the hardest game that you've tried to play?
Like, what do you mean?
Like, the hardest game that you tried to play, and it could be like anything.
And like never beat it or what?
Like, you couldn't beat or it took you forever to beat.
What about to the point where I thought it was stupid and gave up?
That can count too,
I got a lot of games I thought were stupid and gave up.
as I'm
Like,
using
let's
my
see here.
brain worm.
I'm just gonna look through my achievements real quick and tell you. Let's see here. Starting off the beginning, Def Jam Icon was stupid, so I gave up on that. Let's see here. Infernal, stupid, gave up. Wet was stupid, gave up. Final Fantasy 13 was stupid and gave up. Let's see here. Mind Jack was completely fucking stupid. Wasn't. Yeah, gave up. Oh, I just remembered one of my favorite games I never beat because I was not good enough to beat it.
What's that?
Like, it was a game I spent hours trying to beat one area and I could never get past it. And that was IOPS the Mindgate Conspiracy.
Hmm.
Remember that game?
Sounds familiar.
It was back. It was like. It was a long time ago, dude. Like, we're talking like an original Xbox game here. Like, I loved playing the fuck out of it, but I could never beat it.
Let's see. Games that I played that were hard as hell. F-Zero GX is one of them.
That's the one you always go to.
Huh? Well, there's also Battletoads. Let's see, Battletoads,
See, that's just your pet. You just like have a
Demon
fucking sickness
Souls.
that you want to play hard games. That's all there is to it. You
I,
just
I
want to play
grew,
hard games.
okay, I grew up playing, like, Battletoads and shit with my cousin, so,
Fucking Battletoads.
yeah.
What? You ain't never heard of Battletoads before?
I heard of it. I've seen some. Hey, have you guys ever watched like SGDQ or AGDQ, the speedrunning events?
I've seen some of them.
I don't
Have you
like them.
guys? Oh, they're alright. I've seen Battletoads get fucking speedrun on them before. Like they did a race. It was
What, to
cool.
complete the game?
Yeah, quickest to complete the game.
Oh, I thought it was just an achievement to just beat the game. I know they had to complete it.
They had to finish the game and do it as fast as possible. That's speedrunning.
Yeah, fuck that. I don't even go near Battletoads because I already know it's one of the toughest games ever created.
Let's see,
It's a tough game.
also,
Dale, see,
Ninja Gaiden
Daniel
is
keeps
one.
saying maybe we could play. Dale keeps saying, "Hey, we should probably play. We should probably play Battletoads sometime." I tell him, "Fuck you" immediately. As soon as I hear the words "battle" and "toad" come out of Daniel's mouth, I tell him, "Fuck you." Fucking dude, enemies upon enemies upon enemies are showing up over here. It's like that old saying for like to show Pit My Ride and stuff. Like, have you ever seen that Pit My Ride?
I have not seen Pimp My Ride.
You've heard of it though, right?
I have heard of it.
You can just pull it up
The
on
show
YouTube.
yeah, it was a show where a rapper would come up to your house and like you would have to fake a you'd react make a big scene, and then you show Exhibit your car, which was the rapper's name Exhibit, and then they would take your car and then pimp it out.
That's cool as fuck.
It sounds cool as fuck until you realize some of the shit they did.
Oh yeah, the fucked up shady shit.
Yeah, like there was this one guy on there who's like a bigger guy and stuff, and they said, "Hey, since you're a bigger guy and you got a girlfriend, you and your girlfriend have to break up for the show if you want your car fixed because it's like you're a big guy, so we need people to feel sorry for you and stuff like that." And it's like, say the reason that y'all broke up is because your car wasn't good enough, stuff like that. It's like that's pretty
G
fucked up.
fucking G.
Yeah,
But there was like,
that's MTV.
and yeah, like
I
oh,
mean,
another thing. You remember?
I would act like it just to get the fucking upgrades, yo. Just act,
Well,
but I
somebody.
mean, she'd also have to be
Well,
in on it.
well, that's the thing
Well,
though, because
somebody.
they'd also charge them for the upgrade too. It wasn't really for
No,
free.
they didn't. It wasn't. It wasn't charged. It was like percentage off, but it's all that stuff. And a lot of them, they didn't do a lot of engine work too. Like the only ones where they showed off the engine were the only ones they did the engine work on. But there was one case where this, like, there's two cases I can think of. I think it was the same episode actually, where like there was like tons of cigarettes in this car. Remember? Remember the one that had a bunch of cigarette butts all over the car?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, didn't they give him that big ass fucking stereo in it?
yeah.
Yeah, well, the cigarettes that they found were actually just a. They went to a local smoking, a couple different like smoking outposts, like took all the cigarettes out of there and then fucking spread them in the car. And the thing is that after he got that car, he went ahead and sold it off to the company that provided the big ass stereo, the big ass boom box, because they wanted it back because it was like a 15 grand or 20 grand boom box that they put into his car. Like it was like a big
Damn.
ass subwoofer. Yeah, like it was like it basically looked like if if a cruise missile had sex with a fucking subwoofer, this is the offspring of it that was created.
Damn.
Like it was a huge fucking thing.
Yeah, it's but what about you, Firestone? Is there any games that made it too hard for you?
Too hard for me?
Yeah.
Ever heard of the Impossible game on Xbox 360 a while back?
Yes.
God damn it.
It was pretty hard. I forgot.
The name of the fucking game is Impossible Game. What do you think it's gonna be?
I know that, but I mean some other games.
Like
I forgot some other games that I gave up on that were really hard. Ah, shit. I don't know. I just remember the Impossible game didn't have the coordination to do it. If you know Geometry Dash, it's basically Geometry Dash before Geometry Dash, but with a lot less.
A lot less like effort.
huh. Well, now I'm fighting spirits. Okay.
But I know I have a lot more that I've given up on. I just don't remember what.
Life.
Yeah, life is very hard, and I've also given up on that. That's why I've
Oh, you know
dedicated
the game
myself
of
to
life.
video
No, the
games.
game.
No, the game of life. You ever played it before? It's a fucking
yeah,
long
the
ass
board
game.
game. Fuck yeah, I've
Yeah,
played that board game.
yeah, fuck that game. It's a long game, just like Monopoly. Like I've given up on more games of Monopoly than I've ever seen through all the
Well,
way.
I've given up simply because I got too fucking pissed.
I already know what
Shut the
Steven's got.
fuck
It's when you get bad luck and you get fucked the entire game, and then the other guy gets the best fucking roll. Well, spins.
Yeah, it's like the same with fucking what's it called?
All right. Favorite card or board game, and I already know what Steven's is.
What's my favorite card or board game, asshole?
D&D for board game,
Huh?
and for card D&D Dungeons and Dragons,
That's not a board game. That's life.
and also Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity is fun. Well, we could play cards on a streamer sometime or something because there's an online version.
But we all need computers, and I don't have a computer.
Yeah, Steven's the only one that doesn't have a PC.
I think you can do it on mobile since it's a website.
Damn it.
So is Jeff gonna show up or no?
I don't know, he hasn't gotten back to me yet. And we're already hitting the 2-hour mark.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at. Well, Daniel's made a liar out of himself. He promised my senpai would be on here, but he wasn't.
Not yet.
Us.
Oh right, isn't it like barely being like 4 o'clock over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's gonna show up in like 3 minutes, and he'll be like, "All right, time for this stream." What? I thought we were doing it at 4. No.
No, I already told him, I already told him like ahead of time because I did the math and I was like, okay, show up in Discord at 1. But then he told me that he's working on his car. I was like, oh, okay.
When doesn't he work?
The actual question is whenever he's not working.
There's always something. It's like, is his car's fucked up, or his car's not fucked up, or it's working, it's not working, it's starting, it's not starting.